PJ-TALC, which stands for Pajama Time Art Live Chat with artist Esther L. Jones, where we talk about art and life and the artist's life. So today I spent a lot of time in the studio and I painted some lizards. I know that's really weird, but if you check out my Facebook page, you'll see them. It was really fun to do, and I learned a lot about putting warm and cool colors together and how the Impressionists did it. It wasn't intentional, but I still learned it. It was amazing. But tonight I am going to talk about PJ-TALC itself and the fact that I am not going to be doing PJ-TALCs anymore, and I'm going to move on to something that will hopefully serve you better. So when I first started PJ-TALC, in my mind, I promised myself I was going to do it for a month. And I was going to finish out the month and see what the results were, whether it was serving anyone, particularly you or me. I was checking to see if it was going to work into my schedule. At first, it seemed to be perfect. But as the month went on, I began to notice that needing to do it at a certain time was actually kind of a problem. I do have parents that I take care of, and my grandchildren that I go visit and that sort of thing. And I have classes that I teach that sometimes run late. And so having the commitment to be here at a certain time to go live for you was kind of starting to creep into my schedule and be more of a problem than I anticipated that it would be. In addition, I discovered that there's not really a lot of service that I'm providing for you guys in this. There's not a lot of people watching, not a lot of people commenting. The very first couple that I did got a lot of views. I think possibly because they were about color wheels, and people are often looking for information on color wheels. And that gave me a clue to some things that I might move on to do that would serve people better, and such as making a specific series of videos, not just on painting, not just painting tutorials where I paint and you watch, but more informational tutorials such as what's a color wheel for and how do we use it, such as here's an underpainting technique, here's what it looks like, and here's how it turns out at the end. Those kinds of things that might be more helpful to everyone, but I got to free up some time in my schedule to do that. So PJ-TALC needs to go by the wayside. If you think back to a couple of weeks ago when we talked about making time for your art, that's exactly what I have done. In fact, I really do it on a regular basis, or I say it's a regular basis, but I do it frequently. Maybe even weekly, maybe even daily. I make that priority list, and usually it's in my head. I don't write it down, but I ask myself, am I doing things that are effective and that feel successful for me and that feel like I'm moving forward? And when I'm not, then I don't keep those in my schedule. They go. So, since I have promised myself a month for PJ-TALC, then this will be the last one. And you can still find me over on YouTube, and I'm going to be more active over there, putting stuff up. It's been pretty haphazard over there, especially recently with all the crazy, crazy stuff going on in my life. So that it's been pretty spotty over there. So hopefully, one of the things that I can do is to increase my consistency over there and perhaps find things that will serve you all better. I had a lovely tea party today with another business friend and enjoyed that so much. And then I also taught my little origami class over on OutSchool. If you're not sure what OutSchool is, let me tell you about it, because whenever I discovered it, just thrilled me to death. OutSchool is an online learning platform for children, and it serves a purpose of helping out, especially like homeschoolers who need some enrichment or some more dedicated, more expert teaching in certain subjects. I know as a mom of homeschool kids, I would have loved OutSchool. If you're a teacher, then you get to make up your own classes on OutSchool, and it's amazing. There's no like, what am I talking about? There's no requirements except to pass the um, except to pass uh, uh, the background check and that sort of thing. So it's really exciting, and then you get to make up your own classes. And so I've made an origami class for preteens, and that's what I was teaching tonight. Oh, I see you're here, Emily. You say, I love making the 6 most important things list. Is that general academia or in music? So OutSchool, are you talking about OutSchool, Emily? Or are you, I'm not sure what you're referring to, I love making the 6 oh, I know what you're saying. You're saying the 6 most important things list for your priorities. Yes. But then, right, yes, for a 6 list is daily for you. Good. That's great. Yeah. I don't really do 6 necessarily, but I'm really careful about budgeting my energy levels and making sure that the things that I'm doing really are priorities and not just a tyranny of the urgent. All right, OutSchool, general. Okay, it's anything you want to teach. It's different from things like VIP Kid. VIP Kid is specifically for ELL, ESL type things, but OutSchool is general. It's everything. It's music. It's Vikings. It's even classes on Pokemon. It's everything. There's everything out there. It's pretty exciting platform. So really excited about that. And if you're a teacher and looking to bring in some extra, you might want to look at it. They have had an influx of teachers coming in there, and there have been some low enrollments, which are unusual during the last couple of months, but starting to pick up now. I'm starting to get more students, and yeah, it's just really fun. I've gotten some private music lessons as well, so excited about that. And so check out Outschool. But as I said, this is going to be our last PJ talk, and it's really interesting. I've had very few people watching up until tonight, and now I have like 3 people watching. Oh, thanks, Emily. I miss the kids too. I've actually seen a few of them uh, on by Zoom because I'm teaching some of their moms ukulele. We got a moms group learning ukulele together, and so they have some students, and I've been able to see them. So, yeah, staying healthy is the important thing. And with mom fighting all that she's fighting right now, the last thing she needs is to be exposed to the virus. So I appreciate your concern and make sure that you tell the kids that Miss Jones loves them. Meanwhile, I will be saying good night and goodbye, and you can catch me over on YouTube. So, farewell, my friends. Have a good evening and a good life, and I will see you on the interwebs.